Hey, what's going on, ladies and gents? How are you people doing here? Back again with another video here. So today I'm going to be doing my preview for the Poland and the Chile game in the international friendly. That's right, because obviously the international break is here now. So I am pretty excited about the international break too. But obviously, I guess that the timing of how the World Cup is being hosted and all that, I noticed a lot of people have been super critical of like the timing of that, because I guess football players won't have enough time to rest and recover for like the World Cup, transition from club football to international football and all that stuff. Because I've been reading a lot of, I guess a lot of people's opinions on Twitter, and I do kind of agree to an extent that maybe the World Cup timing isn't the best here and all that stuff. But, I guess we are here right now, the time has finally come here. Club football has been put on pause right now because we got the World Cup. And I kind of want to just give you people my honest opinion on the Poland and the Chile game, because obviously at the World Cup, besides the USA, I'm going to be repping Poland. No need to explain myself further. But really, I mean, for Poland right now, this is where things really have to, I feel like that this is where I think Michnovic cannot afford to screw up on his tactics, okay? Because if we want to have a chance, over teams like Mexico and Argentina in this group stage, because I firmly believe that Poland got matched up in somewhat, or I guess you could say Poland did get matched up in the group of death, because this group that we got matched up in is not an easy group, and especially, when it comes to us playing Saudi Arabia, you don't want to sleep on them, because obviously Saudi Arabia, they could surprise also in this group too. But, obviously a lot of people probably are picking either Argentina or Mexico to win this group, and I can understand why, because obviously, you look at Argentina and Mexico's track record of, competing in World Cups and them just performing, they always performed better than Poland did at World Cups. So I guess it was pretty or somewhat unlucky of Poland to get matched up in this pretty difficult group. But listen, man, even though we got matched up in this difficult group, we got to go out there and prove that if we really want to, win this group and or maybe make it go far at the World Cup, then we are going to have to show it on the pitch, and we have to prove that we really earned it. It's like, obviously, you look at the 2018 World Cup, Poland, everybody thought they were going to win the group, and then reality struck every Poland fan because we finished dead last. Well, yeah, we finished, I think, dead last in the group. So obviously right now for Poland, now's the time for us to really step up and see what we can do at this year's World Cup. And looking at the Chile game here, obviously this is going to be another one of those games where, I think Michnovic is going to experiment with the players and the tactics to see, which tactics he should use for the World Cup, ones that can actually be effective. Because that's my biggest concern about, Michnovic's tactics is, when it comes to us playing against an actual good team, it seems like we always, crumble. Because, you look at our 6-1 loss to Belgium, against Belgium in the Euro Nations League, we got completely just, I guess you could say, battered. And it just goes to show that, not Navalka, sorry, I meant, I don't know why I said Navalka. I'm getting kind of gassed up, sorry. Michnovic, on the other hand, he really needs to figure out, okay, which tactics am I going to use that can be effective enough, meaning that, tactics that, for example, can be effective for our matchup over Mexico, Saudi Arabia, and Argentina especially, because I guess this is what the international friendlies are all about, to see, okay, which tactics will work the best for a manager and all that stuff. And the way how I see it, I don't think Poland parking the bus is going to be a good idea, because if I remember correctly, on a on the R Soccer subreddit, I saw a post where Michnovic, and Szczesny posed together for like a photo or something, and I guess Michnovic, or was it Szczesny, was holding up like a little board, or was it like a piece of paper that had like, I guess the the pitch design on it, and it was like, I guess, a tactics one that, how you prepare the tactics and how you tell your players to go about each game. I read that in the back he had like a picture of just like a bus drawn right there, and maybe that was just like a sarcastic post. Like, I'm assuming it was a sarcastic post. I don't think Michnovic is actually serious about wanting to park the bus at the World Cup, because obviously I don't think us really parking the bus, well, it maybe might get us a draw over Mexico, but it's not going to get us a win, okay? And instead of us playing for draws, we should be playing for freaking wins, okay? And that's my biggest concern about Poland heading into this year's World Cup, is whether or not we're playing again for a draw, with this park the bus BS, or whether we are actually going to play some actual attractive attacking football for once, and, maybe actually pose a challenge in this group. Because this is where the Chile game gets interesting for Poland, because I think that for Michnovic, this is where where he's really going to have to prove that, he came up with the right tactics, ones that can actually prove to be effective for Poland, and that's why I'm hoping he's not going to come into this World Cup with a stupid park the bus BS, because that's just not going to work, okay? That is just not going to freaking work. And obviously on our defense, we still have Kamil Glick, I think he's been our best defender for the last 6 years and all that, but obviously we have other players too now. The talent is somewhat there, even though the players besides Lewandowski in our squad are not really like world-class players. I think that under players like Nikola Zalewski, Zielinski, Milik, and Glick, and Szczesny, they are key players to the squad. So I think with those players, maybe we still might have an actual shot of maybe making a run at the World Cup like how we did at Euro 2016. So with the Chile game, I think it's really going to determine how well Michniewicz' tactics are going to be presented. So my final thoughts is that in the Chile game, I think it's going to be one of those games where, where Michniewicz is probably going to play. I don't know what formation he's going to play, but I imagine he's going to probably play an experimental type formation, because when it comes to us playing the international friendly games, I feel like that the manager really just plays these experimental tactics just to figure out, okay, what tactics am I supposed to use, which selections should I make, heading into the World Cup and all that stuff. But yeah, this is, I guess, my preview for the Poland and the Chile game. So obviously a win would be nice, because then it would give us confidence into this World Cup, especially in our matchup over Mexico and all that. So yeah, guys, I'm probably going to do a preview for the Poland and the Mexico game and all that. And I'm going to try and pump out as much World Cup content as possible, because obviously I'm super big on the World Cup. So yeah, you can expect that on this channel here. But anyways, guys, yeah, that's the video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and let's go Polska.